get it all out, give. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. Say they don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live it, how we live it. They don't love us, they just love it how we live.
We border, we fall. Every time
Feeling a little better today.
I'm signed to the pavement. I'm crossing the road like God. I'm backing them down.
You ready to game, guys? Well, hope so. Get your game on and prepare for the gamer show because it begins right now.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Been under a rock. They've continued their double-digit winning streak with no signs of slowing. A scary, tough team, and they're in full swing. And with the All-Star game almost upon us, lots of fond memories, I'm thinking.
The high-rises of the Oklahoma City Business District gleaming in the early evening light. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Welcome to the Panhandle State, Oklahoma, and home of the Oklahoma City Thunder. And, of course, Ryan Anderson. Not here, but we've seen the team playing well regardless of that fact.
Kevin, I've got to admit, I was caught off guard by this trade. I mean, he played such a big part for him. He was the last guy I expected them to move.
Yeah, but if you're going to make a move, this is when you want to do it, when a guy has basically lifted his ceiling. And so now it creates some other opportunities for some of your younger players. We'll just have to see how that transition plays out and how those new pieces fit.
Now let's take a look at little Kid Gilchrist, and it's Vucevic in at the 5 spot.
And Kid Gilchrist had that very funky jumper coming into the league. And prior to last year, really worked tirelessly. Not an easy thing to do to try to change the entire form and structure of your jump shot.
Here's Rose. Michael Kidd Gilchrist making his last shot. Ariza has the open look. Yes, they're winning their last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team, regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time.
Able to get his last shot to go. That's good.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Here's Rose, following the score by New Orleans. Shots good by Garnett.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Now, here's Vucevic. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And he gets it to go. Butler's got his first bucket in this one.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Here's Gibson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Your heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
And it's Butler with the jam.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
And it's Vucevic missing.
Terrific job that time, bucket like that. Good job.
Now here's Garnett. 17 points for him last game against Phoenix.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
Now here's Kid Gilchrist after the miss from Kevin Garnett. And Vucevic kicks to Roberson. Vucevic a screen on Rose. Carter Williams dishes to Gibson. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Butler kicks to Chandler. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Pelicans trail by 6. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Gibson with another miss. The Thunder have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Rose attacking. That's good. Rose has got 5 now.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
And Gibson kicks to Carter Williams. Feeds it to Vucevic. Shoots from the right block. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. The Thunder lead by 6. From about 16, Derrick Rose again. Rose has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Roberson, defended by Butler. Here's Vucevic. Jimmy Butler with the rebound.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And it's Rose missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
New Orleans moving the ball around. Fade away. And it's Gibson, that time on the assist from Robertson. Gibson's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
It's stolen by Carter Williams. Passes to Gibson. Gibson the screen. Vucevic the pass to Kid Gilchrist. A shot by Carter Williams. Nobody around. The 3-pointer off the mark. The Thunder leading by 6. And it's slammed in by Ariza.
How about the feel and the awareness he had there, finding his teammate behind the defense on the break.
Carter Williams kicks to Vucevic. Vucevic a screen on Butler. The dish to Carter Williams. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Damari Carroll comes in for Kevin Garnett. And Brooks subbed in for Derrick Rose. Zeller is checked in for New Orleans. Barea comes in for Carter Williams. The drive by Brooks. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
Now here's Kid Gilchrist. The pass to Zeller. From 12 feet out. Good. He hits the jump shot. Oklahoma City's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Butler. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Now here's Barea. A 17-point game for him in the win against Utah.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Butler on the wing. Guarded by Barea. Ariza kicks to Brooks. And a great job by the D. Pick by Zeller. Zeller setting the pick for Kid Gilchrist. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And a moment now to see nice three-point percentage numbers on this list. A look at the leaderboard showing us the most accurate three-point shooting 2 men in the league. You look at Butler, 2nd in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc. And, of course, Danny Green.
These guys are gunners. I mean, they've got the green light at all times because of their three-point shooting. I mean, they are cash money.
Well, when they're shooting the percentages they shoot, I mean, you never want to see these guys passing up an open look from beyond the arc. I mean, they're firmly in the let-it-fly zone. All systems go with them.
And, guys, what a spark plug J.J. Barea has been throughout his career when he comes in the game, you can feel the lift. We saw a couple games against Houston in the playoffs. Saw it back in 2011 in the championship season for the Mavs.
Great point. I mean, he has an energizing effect on his teammates, the fans, and the announcers. I mean, he just brings so much spirit and hustle to the games. Very hard not to root for a guy like that.
Now, here's Ariza, coming off a solid outing against Phoenix. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Zeller, he nails it, and we're tied up. Zeller's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
And Thompson kicks to Kid Gilchrist. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And it's 6 points for Michael Kid Gilchrist.
For me, my favorite memory of Barea, his outstanding postseason in 2011. The Mavericks had to get through the Lakers and the Heat to win their first championship. And Barea broke down those defenses by screaming to the hoop every chance he got. Actually, he squirted to the hoop.
Now here's Zeller, following the shot by Roy Hibbert. Picked by Zeller. Now here's Barea. T right on him. 4 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Ariza. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Here's Brooks. A stupendous finish in traffic. Brooks has got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And getting back to Barea's contributions against the Lakers back in 11, Barea led to help the Mavs win. Big swing in that series. And then after the game, Kobe Bryant said that Barea kicked our you-know-whats. And ultimately, Barea helped the Mavs go on to win their only championship.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting quite well in these early minutes, 55%. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Alvin Gentry. They'll be up against one of the true giants of the league in Roy Hibbert. And he talked about how impressed he is with Hibbert's dedication to improving his game, saying he's gotten better year after year. And now is one of the guys you have to account for, really, at both ends of the floor. Defensively, you've got to get low and try to root him out of the paint. And then on offense, we'll probably look to put him in pick and rolls to test his mobility. Seems like a smart strategy, guys. We'll see how they do.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Rose, he's checked in for the Thunder. And the Pelicans also making a change. Jefferson's checked in. Last game in New Orleans, they picked up the win against the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, and in that game, we saw a lot of sloppy play from the opposing offense. They coughed the ball up, a lot of unforced turnovers.
And that did make things relatively easy for him. You know, it's nice to get a win and not have to work too hard for it.
Pelicans leading by 3. 54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. No good from outside. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Green kicks to Carroll. And it's off from three-point range. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Outside Rose from deep three-point range. No good, and he's 3 of 6 from the floor. Now here's Barea. He's covered by Rose. Screen by Jefferson. Kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Clock at 6. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. The shot by Hibbert, nobody around.
Coming on the court, it's your Thunder Girls. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Pelicans.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
Another thing they've been doing so far tonight is knocking down the jump shot.
Pelicans leading by 4. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Oklahoma City.
Oh, right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
And the Pelicans shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Thompson in the corner. Plenty of space. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Thompson's got his first bucket in this one. Oklahoma City shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. Outside Butler. And Jefferson sends it back. They recover it. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Thompson dishes to Carter Williams. Outside Jefferson. Picked by Vucevic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Roberson. Terrific design on the big play. And he lays it in. Roberson's got his first points of the night.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Carter Williams. And it's Vucevic missing. Inside, here's Butler.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for the Thunder. Brooks comes in for Derrick Rose. Taj Gibson's checked in for New Orleans. Robertson can't hit.
Boy, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
With the fadeaway. Pelicans pull it in.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
To the paint. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist from Carter Williams. Vucevic has got his second bucket tonight. Here's Butler. The shot misses. And New Orleans will come the other way.
Really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in his game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
Now here's Carter Williams. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Utah.
And equally as impressive, the playmaking. Just sensational. The way he was seeing the court and making the game easy for his teammates.
Now here's Butler. After the miss from Vucevic, here's Garnett attacking. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Garnett's got his second basket of the game. And Jimmy Butler had the career highs across the board last season. Won the Most Improved Player of the Year award. Really picking up his production in his 4th season.
You know, we had seen the flashes of potential in Butler before. Last season, he sustained great play and really took everything to the next level.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Now here's Garnett. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Oklahoma City. And New Orleans also making a change. Cody Zeller's checked in for Vucevic. The Thunder shooting their first free throw of the night. Pelicans leading by 4. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Brooks, the pass to Chandler. Fades away. Thompson with the rebound.
The fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Pass to Roberson for the three. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Inside, here's Ariza. And yes, sir, that one drops. Ariza's got 7 points in the game.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Here's Roberson. 8 points his last outing. Uses
of this first half. And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent MGA from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
Now here's Carter Williams after the miss from Tyson Chandler. And Thompson kicks to Gibson. Gibson with the screen on Ariza. Thompson for 3. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's Chandler high post. That doesn't go either for Chandler.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Carter Williams with it. He's picked up by Ariza. And Thompson kicks to Gibson. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Gibson the screen. Shot clock at 5. Thompson for 3. And it's Thompson again missing.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that 3-point attempt there.
Yeah, but for a guy that shoots it as well as he does, I'd say that is an easy look.
Ariza with the bucket.
He got off to a slow start. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but he's turned it on here in the second. You know, Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on, yet he's made it and made it big.
And the Thunder making a switch here. The Pelicans also changing it up.
All right, gamers, it's story time yet again. And we tie up the game. Slow start, unusual.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's
But hey,
better to go early.
let's get to it. Late.
Because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And 2 free throws.
All right.
As he misses that one. Drawing the whistle.
So today, we start off with Liam. This Liam, he's trying to get a hold of his friend for days now. And he hasn't gotten anything but a straight to voicemail, basically. No answers, no nothing.
At a junior college, which I think humbled him just a bit.
Text, no anything.
That is so much Greg a part of his game now.
Until
talent was there, and most of all,
this part right here, which is really interesting.
Dealt with adversity. The heart was there. He blocked out.
I'll tell you in a second.
And finally transferred to a major college and worked his way into becoming
which is
first-round pick.
Checking out the game JJ Barea is having. He's got
and one, Danny Green.
Yeah, that'll balance out that stat sheet nicely. I mean, you always want to see at least a few points from the free throw line.
All right, so this part right here is really interesting. Where his friend, or so we think it is his friend.
They've been making some really nice.
He doesn't know. He thinks it's similar. He wants to make sure.
For the rest of the game.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that
he's going to do something
on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Now here's Kid
We're going to figure out what the person said and more next. So this is a little short story yet again. Look at it in the description if you want to see the full story from today's episode and every episode from the start to the where we're at right now. And if you enjoyed this story, make sure you leave a like, comment what you liked about it, what you've enjoyed about this stream so far, and if you're new to the channel or if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Become an OG Gamer Squad member.
Just over 2
steals
and 4 rebounds And you love his anticipation. All those steals.
And with that,
always a step
we're
ahead.
on our way to 300 subscribers, so
Well, he's sneaky.
to be the,
I mean,
one
you
of
don't
the
think
first
he's watching,
300,
and then all of a sudden, he's got the
well,
ball heading the other way.
subscribe. We are like 9 away. Thank you guys so much for gaming with me. Literally. For these tough times.
All right, now, take a break.
And also, to be the Gamer MVP every single stream, make sure you turn on your post notifications to be the first one here. And make sure you chat it up with me. I'm free. I'm sick and I'm still here. And also, well, to be Gamer MVP further, the notifications also provide Combat Tuesday videos and shorts, and Wrestling Fridays videos.
Both free throws good from Green.
Which you could do first to further solidify yourself as the Gamer MVP.
At the line.
As long as you want to be it.
Straight ahead, playing downhill and physical.
Now here's Kid Gilchrist. He has 7. And Roberson kicks to Barea.
And with that, we have 4 minutes to the Gamer halftime show. Thank you guys for gaming with me. I appreciate it.
On the wing. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Kid Gilchrist has got 9 points. So it's the Thunder now. Brooks outside. Dishes it to Hibbert. Lets it fly. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
The block by that tower. Oh, just give it back to him. Try to throw it over. No.
Getting to the free throw line, they don't want a repeat of that past performance.
Here's Roberson. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
Now that's terrific defense.
Not this time, Zeller.
Right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Pelicans have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Rose is checked in. Jefferson's checked in for the Pelicans. And both free throws good for Barea. Right side Rose. He kicks it to Chandler. And Jefferson's Ariza. Barea dishes to Jefferson. And there's the feed to Kid Gilchrist. And he gets the bucket. Kid Gilchrist has got 11 points.
Just too dominant in the low post to let him have the ball in that close.
Really simple opportunity for him. I mean, that's his bread and butter there.
Now here's Rose. Chandler trying to free himself up. Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut down. Here's Roberson, guarded by Green. Roberson, the pass to Barea. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Chandler goes in. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
You know, there was a time when some thought Tyson Chandler would be a draft bust. But, you know, it took some time before he found his niche and has been one of the best bigs in the NBA for the span of his career. You know, that shows you also when you draft guys out of high school, they're going to need a couple more years to really define who they are as players.
Damari Carroll's checked in for the Thunder. Chandler hits them both. Chandler was a bit of a late bloomer, but you can't argue with his presence on the floor now.
Well, he won a title and embodies what you need to do in order to win titles. I mean, Chandler makes all the difference on defense, and that's why teams will still want him even late in his career.
Shoots from the elbow. Rose, no good. The Pelicans shooting the ball at a 43% rate here in the second. That's good from Kidd-Gilchrist on the assist by Barea. And it's 13 points for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Now here's Rose. He's guarded closely. Here's Hibbert. No good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
Now, here's Barea. 14 points for him. It's Jefferson high post. Barea kicks to Cauley-Stein. Jefferson dishes to Kidd-Gilchrist. Three-pointer. Carroll with the rebound.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Now, here's Barea. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Here's Roberson. And good as it passes.
Oh my goodness.
Now it's a 6-point Pelican lead.
Weird that we're losing.
Rose passes to Chandler.
We want some competition.
Rose fires the three.
Come on.
That's good.
Oh yeah. Great way to close it out.
In the game.
Alright, this has been GWA 13. Thanks for getting. Oh, well, this has been.
The first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Pelicans lead by 3.
So far, let me know what you like so far. Enjoy the gamer pose, halftime show. Enjoy. I'll talk to you right after it.
Come on, aggressive and just play hard on defense, getting stops. They're a great team, so they're not going to quit and keep playing. We just have to keep getting stops and keep believing that we can win this game, and good things will happen again.
Nick, thank you. We appreciate it. Gentlemen, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. The largest lead for them during the period was 4. They didn't stop fighting in the second quarter as they maintained most of their first quarter lead and now lead by 3 at the break. Kenny, your thoughts? How the Pelicans are playing?
Well, the reserves really came through when they needed a spark. This is a close game. Any points you can get from your bench are huge. I thought the bench guys came in and inserted themselves like they wanted a starting spot. And that's what you want. Subs who are ready to produce the moment they step on the floor.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
They played some solid team basketball, Arnie. Pretty good. They were sharing the ball. We saw some nice feeds, a lot of movement. It wasn't 5 individuals out there. It was one cohesive unit, and they got the assist to show for it. Their rhythm was nice.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. You know, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, how about that first half? He's already scored more points than he averages on the season.
Yeah, he's on pace for a monster game. It's too bad he can't score like this every night.
Here's Roberson. So for New Orleans right now, Taj Gibson is out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Vucevic. Then there's Roberson. And it's Carter Williams in at the point guard position. Now here's Carter Williams. 5 on the clock. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball. Share the sugar.
Here's Rose. Lets it fly from 18. And that's going to be a travel. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. Number 1, the Thunder.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
Carter Williams kicks to Gibson. Pass to Roberson. New Orleans moving it around. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist. When you think of Kidd-Gilchrist, one thing that comes to mind is intangibles. He has a desire and intensity and a will to win that elevates him to elite status.
Yeah, you know, he never will be a great shooter, and he's still working on his jump shot. But the intangibles, you talked about it, you add heart and tenacity to that. Every team wants a guy like that.
Free throw drops for Kidd-Gilchrist. And Kidd-Gilchrist drops them both. Thunder trailing by 5. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Rose dishes to Chandler. Now here's Ariza. Back to Chandler. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
Carter Williams, the pass to Vucevic. Outside, Kidd-Gilchrist. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Now, here's Ariza. He's guarded closely, and he gets it to go. Ariza's got 13. Tight game here in Oklahoma City. Carter Williams kicks to Kidd-Gilchrist. Gibson with the screen on Ariza. Kidd-Gilchrist and the powerful one-handed slam.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we